Welcome to this episode of Adventures in Firefighting. I'm your host, Ashley McDonald, and today we're out here at the Public Safety Training Facility seeing what the fire recruits are doing. They're in their third week of orientation, and you know what? They're usually my adventures, but I think today I'm just gonna let them do that. Ooh, I hope I didn't crack that. So we're here with Captain Shift Training Officer Terry Smith. Terry, tell us a little bit about what these recruits have gone through for the last couple of weeks.
We hired these recruits back about 3 weeks ago, and the recruits are doing different subjects and going through a recruiting process of where they come into the Murfreesboro Fire Department and they spend 3 weeks training in preparation to go to the Tennessee Fire Academy.
Okay, great. So they're on week 3 of their training. What have they already done in the last 2 weeks?
When they come in, they spend a couple of days with our human resource department, insurance department,
Sure.
and with policies and rules and procedures. And then they go out on shift day by day with the shift training officers, and the captains and the firefighters are on those particular shifts. They do everything from donning and doffing their personal protective equipment, wearing self-contained breathing apparatus. They pull hose lines to extinguish fire. They hook to hydrants to talk about water supply and where the water's moving through the equipment and then back to the fire. They do search and rescue. They do ladder drills. They do basic fire behavior, building construction. There's so many different subjects to go into, getting them to this point at the end of the 3 weeks to be able to come out here today and participate in any live fire training.
Right, and that's a lot to participate in, especially before they're going to the 10-week rookie school at the Tennessee Fire and Coast Academy.
Yes.
So.
Well, what we wanted to do is we wanted our recruits to understand, our trainees and recruits, we wanted them to clearly understand what they're going into.
Sure.
And if they had any doubt before that time or do want to make a career change, then it's an opportunity.
Now's a better time to find out.
Now's a better time to find out
Right.
than at the end of 10 weeks. So
Absolutely.
Not only are they doing all these different subjects, but they're PTing every morning. They're running a mile, they're doing calisthenics, and they're spending 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, working on these activities, mental capabilities, strength. They go to class. They do so many different things for us to try to get them prepared for the academy.
That's great. So what are some of the things that they're doing here behind us today?
Today is, like I said earlier, an accumulation of the last 3 weeks. Today they're out here and we have approximately 12 Murfreesboro firefighters here with them, and we're actually burning in our facilities. You see behind us the Doug Young Public Training Facility, and they're fighting fire on the first floor and the second floor. They're just learning how to pull their hoses, finding the fire, just basic search patterns. Earlier this morning, they actually sat down in a room and was learning about fire behavior, watching the fire build from the ignition stage to the free burning rollover.
Oh, wow.
Until they knocked it down. Temperatures of 850 to 900 degrees above their head, to temperatures at the 5 foot mark of about 500, and then down where it's safe for firefighters to be, they were in temperature ranges of 160 to 210 degrees.
Wow, that's pretty extreme, yeah.
Teaching them about where they need to position themselves. You know, not only is it important for them to be safe, but it's also great for us to be able to teach them where the people in the homes may be. You know,
Right.
People are going to be low. We hope that they're shutting the door like the Tennessee Fire Marshal's office in the state of Tennessee has the big smoke detector, you know, and heat,
Close the door
campaign.
Absolutely.
And we're teaching them that even though that room is on fire, there could be life in other rooms adjacent to that room if they follow those procedures that the state fire marshals asked them for. So it's a great accumulation. Our whole group of people, from the chief all the way down through our logistics officers, our captains, our drivers, and then our firefighters, are all bought into making these people as successful as we can before we send them away to the 10-week class. At the end of the 10 weeks, they'll come back to Murfreesboro, and they will get on an engine company with the captain and be able to go out and respond. But right now it's just a small prep time for us to see what they're capable of and allowing them to see what themselves are capable of.
Right. Small prep time, but a lot involved in that.
Yes.
So thank you for giving us the overview. I understand that we're going to get to talk to some of these trainees and kind of figure out how they've been doing these last few weeks and how they feel about it.
Yes.
I'm standing here with one of our new fire recruits, Ridge McMahon. So Ridge, tell us what you've been experiencing over the last few weeks.
A lot of mental strain and physical strain to get ready for what we're going to have to go through and what we're going to have to produce to help our civilians here at City of Murfreesboro. For the most part, you know, you have to know that you can get somebody out in an emergency situation, mentally and physically work through certain problems in that area to get them out. So that's really
right. So do you feel like now you're prepared to go to the school at TFACA?
very much so.
Good,
Yeah,
awesome.
very much so.
Awesome. And Ridge actually is a second generation firefighter. His dad is one of our captains, Kurt McMahon. So we're happy to have you here on the department, and we wish you luck.
Very excited to be here.
Thanks. Now we're standing here with Mark Peterson. He's another one of our recruits, and I kind of want to get your opinion. What have you been going through this week? How are you feeling about what you've done over the last 3 weeks?
I'm feeling a lot better about myself than I did 3 weeks ago. It's been mostly physical for me. I'm feeling very confident going into the academy next week, honestly.
Good, that's awesome. So the last 3 weeks have helped you build your confidence going into it. Did it solidify your decision you really want to be a firefighter now?
Yes, ma'am. I've known that since I was in kindergarten.
That's great. And so it just made you want it even more now.
Yes, ma'am.
Great motivation for the next 10 weeks you're about to prepare for. So Terry, the most important question of this episode, and something that I've been wanting to know for a really long time, did firefighters truly invent twerking?
Well, yes, Ashley, they sure did invent it. I mean, the only way for a long time to cut their pass devices off was to shake. Now our pass devices actually have a button that's on the side that resets the personal alert safety systems at about 28 seconds to alarm, letting the firefighters know, hey, it's time to move. So most of the firefighters now have learned that if they'll just shake a little bit and move around, then they'll get that pass device alert to stop alerting. So that's what we call the Firefighter Twerk that you see on YouTube today.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Yeah, take it away, guys.